Once again, we're in Napa, Calistoga in the Napa Valley with Keith Hargrove at Bennett Vineyards. Maximus.
Cabernet Syrah, lush, velvety, easy drinking red. 3 bunnies out of 4 in Playboy, March 2007. So
hey, Robert Parker. Sorry, 3 bunnies out of 4.
Forget the 100-point scale. We're looking at the bunny scale. This is it's a fun wine. It's a wine that if you're a big red wine lover, you'll enjoy it. If you are new to red wines, you're going to enjoy it. It's just very approachable, very easy drinking, and just a lot of fun.
Well, the man was killed by the Romans, so let's try a little bit of his grape juice.
Absolutely.
The flagship wine of Bennett Lane.
Flagship wine of Bennett Lane. It's really what we're known for. When you say Bennett Lane, most people say Maximus. 65 Cab, 24 Merlot, 11 Syrah. Predominantly neutral oak. This is a wine that we want to drink today. We want it to drink like it has some age. You buy it on the shelf, take it to your friend's house, and they think you've pulled it out of the cellar. The softness of the oak helps with that. We're trying to create weight and mouthfeel in the vineyard, ripe fruit, minimalist approach to the winemaking here. Don't put a lot of oak in it. Don't do things to it to turn it into something it's not. We're trying to make wines that are signature of Napa and certainly of the north end of the valley.
Well, right off the bat on the nose, I'm not tasting a lot of maybe the spicy or chocolatey, some of the stuff you might get with a typical California cad where, you know, some oak has been used to kind of manhandle the fruit. Right. I'm just getting the fruit.
Right. Yeah. The wine has enough weight. We don't need to create weight through a barrel. We're not looking to impart oak extract, or excuse me, oak components, oak aromatics, oak tannins. All of the weight that you see in this wine really comes from the vineyard.
From the fruit, from the vineyard. Okay, here we go. Well, that's really interesting. I almost taste the Syrah down there, kind of holding it all together, sort of tying it together somehow. It's yeah, it's not a typical cab. It's sort of just a really easy drinking big red wine.
Right. And when I tell people it's soft and big at the same time, they say, "How can that be?" And the only
well, it's the texture. The texture is velvety. I mean, is it the tannins I'm getting? They're just kind of.
It's grape tannins. You're getting ripe grape tannins, not immature oak tannins. So the tannins, it's very smooth, it's velvety, but it grows on the finish. It's got an incredibly long, clean finish.
Yes.
And just another good food wine.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm liking the Maximus a lot. Yeah, it's not a heavy-handed wine at all. It's not trying to be a, like you said, an oak bomb or anything. It's just, hey, here's some really nice fruit. Have a glass. That's fantastic. So that's the Maximus. Now you also have the Cab.
We also have the Napa Cab. The Napa Cab, you're going to step up a little bit in weight,
okay.
mouthfeel, length of finish. This wine, I would say 30 to 40% is from Llewellyn Vineyards or from the Taplin 2 block of Llewellyn Vineyards, Doug White's property that we had talked about earlier. And you're really going to see that it's got a chalky mineral note from Taplin that you see when the fruit comes in that transfers over into this wine. We also have a lot of fruit from our vineyards, from Randy and Lisa's vineyards over on, on Tubbs Lane across from Chateau Montelena.
Oh.
And their fruit typically has this core of berry cherry from front to back. You take that, blend it with the mineral notes from Llewellyn, and you just get a classic Napa Cab. This is a wine that we feel drinks like anything anybody is producing here for $125 or less.
And the price on this?
$55.
Fantastic. Oh, that's a nice nose. Have a nice dark cherry, blackberry.
Yeah, you also get some kind of old world notes in there. You get a little leather, you get some tobacco. Just as hints. It's not overpowering. We're certainly not trying to make Bordeaux here. We're trying to make wines that are a signature of Napa that really show off what the fruit hit. You know, we get these very warm days, cool, long, cool evenings, long season for ripening, and just really intense fruit front to back.
Once again, I feel like it's not a heavy hand. I mean, it's a much more substantial wine than the Maximus. But at the end of the day, I feel like what I'm tasting is the fruits. It's much more substantial fruit, but it's not some oaked and contrived concoction some winemaker threw. I mean, it's very sort of subtle. And it's velvety. It's wonderful.
Thank you. We love the layer description. And when people describe our wines as layered, I think it's really a compliment. We want you to find something new in the wine every time you go back and smell it, every time you go back and taste it.
Right.
We don't want it to be one-dimensional or simple and uninteresting. We want it to evolve in the glass and open and get bigger. You notice the finish is so long and lingering. It's not chewy and cloying. It's just...
No, it's velvety. It's just nice. This is a good food wine too, I bet.
Yeah, this is a great steak wine.
I was going to say a nice fillet, medium rare.
Let's go.
Wow. I don't know how you follow that out. Is there anything else we should be tasting? Or, I mean, I think we got the Maximus and the Cab. We're in good shape.
We're in good shape.